Hello, it's another day and I have another appointment. This is kind of odd for me. I saw my primary care provider recently and she ordered lab work for me, just general lab work. And I've never had that done before. I always have lab work if I'm sick or if they think there's some sort of issue with me. But I've never just had general lab work done. And it was kind of different for me because I never have a doctor who's taken an interest just solely in my health. Most doctors just see me and they see all my medical conditions and they just go, "Oh." This medical provider has been super sweet and she just wanted to make sure that everything was functioning properly. Since I'm on TPN, she wanted to look at my liver enzymes and she wanted to look at my blood glucose and she just wanted to get a general sense of my overall well-being. And then she wants to keep that on record and then do general lab work every 3 months to keep track of my health. And that is super nice because nobody has ever done that before. People just do lab work randomly and then they always have questions about what does my lab work mean because we never have a baseline. All my lab work is almost always done exclusively when I'm very sick. So no one ever has an idea like what is my potassium normally? What is my red blood cell count normally? What is my platelet count normally? They just don't have any idea for any of this. But this provider said it was very important, especially because I have a lot of medical issues, that we get a baseline. So if she sees anything abnormal, she knows that this is something that needs to be addressed and go from there. So I'm really excited that this new provider has taken so much interest in my medical care. And now I need to go inside and get the results of my lab work. So I will see you in a little while. Bye-bye. Hello, I am back and I have the results of my lab work. I had some rather upsetting news. I found out I'm now pre-diabetic. My A1C levels showed I'm pre-diabetic, and I was a little bit upset by this because I had no idea my A1C levels were so high. The last time I found on my lab work that my A1C levels were tested were back in 2016. So it has been a very long time since anyone has checked my A1C levels. And unfortunately, they are now high and they're putting me at risk for possibly developing diabetes. Now, one thing with having prediabetes is we're going to have to try to manage my TPN. My medical provider thought I should talk with my nutritionist at the infusion company to see if they can potentially decrease the amount of sugar in my TPN and possibly increase the protein and or the fat content in my TPN. So I need to address that with my nutritionist at the infusion company to see what her suggestions are, or possibly they might not do anything and they might just say, we're going to keep doing this and let's just keep track of it. And if it becomes more of an issue, we will address it in the future. So I have to sort that out. And also I found out that my blood glucose levels are also a bit elevated, which again correlates with prediabetes. So I was a little bit shocked by this because I thought I was doing fine, but I guess when no one has tested me and no one has tested me for a very long time, things do change. Now, the prediabetes is most likely attributed to my chronic pancreatitis. My pancreas has been failing for many years. And actually, my gastroenterologist has been shocked that I haven't been pre-diabetic or diabetic. He thought back in 2012 I definitely would be. And in 2012, I actually was having a lot of blood glucose issues. However, we did a lot of diet modifications and I did a lot of lifestyle changes and I was able to get my A1C levels back down. I think they were back down to like about 4.2, which is very, very good. But then since 2016, we thought we were doing well and just nobody's ever followed up with my A1C levels. And I guess my pancreas has continued to fail. I've been very, very sick since 2021 with pancreatitis and chronic pancreatitis. And it seems as though these chronic attacks on my pancreas are definitely affecting my body's ability to produce insulin. So hopefully this will just taper off and this is just a mild setback. And who knows, maybe I've had a slight increase in A1C levels since 2016 and we just never knew it. But I'm hoping this is just a one-time thing, and either next month in 3 months, my A1C levels go back down into the normal range, or hopefully maybe they just even stabilize, because even if they stabilize, My primary care provider said it's not a big deal. I'm still okay. I'm not quite diabetic yet. I'm not quite in that red zone yet. So we are okay for a little bit, but we're just going to have to keep an eye on that. So that was rather upsetting a little bit. I just was not expecting that. I was just like, oh yeah, my blood work's going to be normal. No, not quite. But everything else was normal. So, well, I guess I don't even know. She did a lot of lab work. So maybe one test was abnormal out of like 25 lab values. I don't know. She did a lot of lab work. So I suppose I should be happy about that, right? So in 3 months, I'm going to come back. I'm going to get more lab work, and the primary care provider is going to follow up with me and see how everything's doing and if we need to make some adjustments with my TPN and what we need to do from there. So thank you so much for joining me. Please remember to like and subscribe down below. Please also remember to comment and share. It really helps this YouTube channel. I hope you have a great day and a wonderful week. Bye-bye.